Hi there. Today I'm talking about 3 things to do to stop evening snacking. Quite often people go through the day eating healthily. Generally starts off really well and they go through the day and sometimes they're tripped up mid-afternoon with that craving. I can't resist it. Or they make it through into the evening. And then they feel they have to have something to satisfy either a sweet craving or a savory craving. It doesn't matter which one it is. Do you have this? Hi, I'm Stephen Taylor, and I'm a health and fitness coach. I've been in the industry for 20 years, working with people to help them achieve their goals. Evening snacking and not being able to resist the urge to snack is one of the number one pitfalls people tell me they fall into. And it's frustrating, even causes some anger sometimes. When people know they shouldn't be doing something, but think they can't resist that thing, snacking. So how do you stop it? Or do you even need to stop it? Where does it come from? And how can you prevent it moving forwards? You see, food is in our life, it's in our DNA, it's part of every single day. We also know that food and nutrition and lifestyle choices are essential if you're wanting to get in shape or losing fat, essentially, losing weight, feeling better about yourself, having more self-esteem and self-confidence. That's all part of it. And if you have habits that you know are tripping you up, but you can't resist them, it causes more than frustration. It causes feelings that, why can I not do this? Why am I succeeding everywhere else and I feel like I'm a failure when it comes to food? But it's not that you're a failure. It's the things that you do, the things that we all do on a day-to-day basis that are either taking us towards our goal or taking us slightly off track away from our goal. A lot of emphasis is placed on food, counting calories, weighing food. There's an abundance of different diets out there. How many have you tried? Do you keep coming back to the same problem? One thing I've got to share with you is that there is always a solution. There is always a way of navigating around a pitfall or a problem. Because it's not you. It's quite often the diet you're using and applying into your day-to-day that is the problem. 3 things to stop cravings in the evening. Number 1, don't restrict yourself all day. So quite often with calorie counting, weighing food, feeling like you've got to restrict yourself all day in order to achieve a goal leads to the craving early in the evening. So what time do you feel your cravings in the evening? Quite often around 8 p.m. is a common time for people to be sitting down, relaxing, grabbing some time for themselves at last after a super busy day. But if you've restricted yourself all day, you're setting yourself up for that craving to appear seemingly out of the blue. And when I say restrict yourself, psychologically, if you're looking at food, knowing that it's hard work, thinking it's hard work, thinking or knowing you're restricting yourself, still feeling hungry, not feeling satisfied. If you go through the day eating that way, it's going to be very difficult at the end of the day to resist that craving. So make sure you're not restricting yourself all day. Eat more, exercise less. That's a whole different story. Eating more good food will prevent you from craving later in the day. So how do you eat more good food? If you're a meat eater, people often eat vegetables or salad with their meat? How about thinking about eating meat with your vegetables or salad? So your proportions are different. You can eat so much more of the good stuff that makes you feel full, that triggers you to feel satisfied, slows down your eating. If you're eating 3 meals in the day, make sure you're feeling satisfied for each of those meals. It will reduce the cravings, particularly in the afternoon. And 9 times out of 10, we're looking at reducing those cravings in the evening as well. Number 2, this one is super common because what do we generally do? What do you generally do in the evening to unwind and relax? I'd say 80% of people out there would be sitting down, relaxing on the sofa, catching up with a Netflix episode or something on Amazon Prime or a film. We are habitual creatures as humans. So it's important to recognize that, do we always sit in the same seat? Have we, for the past X amount of weeks or months or years, created that habit of sitting down, relaxing with a glass of wine or some chocolate or a savory snack, some crisps, or a combination of all three? Because it's associated behavior that draws you towards the snack. You don't even have to be hungry. In fact, I'd go to say is that 9 times out of 10, we're not hungry when we're snacking. It's based around a habit we've created over time. So something you can do is just sit somewhere different. Sit in a different chair, watch the TV from a different position. Because associated behaviors will be confused if you sit in a different seat. You're experiencing it from a different angle. You're confusing the brain a little bit. That's as simple as it can be. And you could find yourself getting through the whole Netflix episode without the craving, because your brain is thinking about watching this Netflix episode from a different angle. It could be that simple. Number 3, don't skip that first meal. Now, yes, you can call it breakfast, but it's important that you are nourishing yourself all the way throughout the day. Again, it comes back to number 1, elements of number 1, in not restricting yourself. It's easy to get into a habit of getting out of bed last minute, rushing, sorting out the children, sorting out all that's necessary, maybe throwing some washing in the machine and heading out the door when it's chaos behind you. It becomes a habit, but you know it's not serving you, and you know you're skipping that meal more than you're having it. So you reach for a coffee or a tea, grab something quick on the go, or even whilst you're on the move. Skipping that meal only serves to create a craving quicker. It's important to have an element of protein in your breakfast or your first meal, let's say. Because if we're talking about first meals and we're talking about the possibility of you might be fasting, it's all over the news at the moment. It couldn't be more popular. So it's not about having breakfast as soon as you wake up. It's about ensuring you have something nutritious to set you off for the day. The majority of people, 80% of people who have a nutritious breakfast, including protein, because protein slows down your digestion and keeps you feeling satisfied for a little bit longer. It helps prevent that late afternoon, early evening, mid-evening snacking. If you're combining all 3 of those things, not restricting yourself throughout the day, change your position in the evening, sit somewhere different. And making sure, number 3, that you have a protein source in your breakfast. Then you're going to help curb those early to mid-evening cravings. Try them. See how you get on. The majority of the associations you may have created surrounding food and cravings and snacking are only a part of a habit that's being created over time. If that habit's not serving you right now, you can create a new habit because you're not born with that habit. You create it over time. And if that served you in the past and you enjoyed sitting, relaxing, having that snack in the evening, but now it's not serving you because you'd like to change your relationship with yourself and how you view yourself in the mirror, and you'd like to be in photos voluntarily again and feel happy seeing yourself in a photo, then it takes some small tweaks. It's not about shifting everything. It's about small changes that you can do each and every day that add up over time, that turn the big wheel of health and change. Because ultimately, as we all get older, our bodies react differently to what they did and how they did in our 20s and early 30s. Doesn't matter whether you're active or not active. So understanding how you can create new habits moving forwards and still enjoy the things you enjoy. Share the experiences with the people you love sharing experiences with. 3 things. Don't restrict yourself throughout the day. Make sure you sit in a different place in the evening. And number 3, protein in your breakfast, part of your breakfast. 3 things. If you want to know more, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified of any new videos that come up on my channel. If you want to have a quick chat, just an informal virtual coffee, schedule it below. If you find this information helpful, hit the like button and make a comment. Have a fantastic day. Create a greater health future for you.